Okay, so today we'll be opening up and comparing this new Purolator 20,000 mile oil filter number LX10060 to this Fram Ultra oil filter number XG100060. And I got these two oil filters from a very generous viewer whose name is Jonathan Nance from Jonesville, South Carolina. Thanks, Jonathan. And these two oil filters are going to duke it out. Could get ugly, folks. And when the dust clears, we'll see who the winner is. So let's get started.
You gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight, get your inner here, filtration.
Okay, let's start with the Purolator and we'll start with the box. It's rated up to 20,000 miles. And right here, compatible with Fram XG100060. That's the filter that we're comparing it to. If you look over here, synthetic blend media to dual layered media. Purocell casing, which is the first time I ever see that before. Silicone drain back valve. Purocell gasket, which is ethylene acrylic gasket. And if we look over here, it's got 99% plus dirt removal power. That's probably at 20 microns. I couldn't find anything listed on their website, but that's probably what it is. Particles greater than 20 microns. Synthetic blend media. And that's about it. Alright, so let's open this box up and see what it looks like. The date code, F12514D2. And this is a sticker on here. And if we look here, it says, Made in USA. It's actually, it says Man and Hummel here too. Man and Hummel. Okay, it's got the filter number. And this filter has 7 elongated inlet holes. Metal core with louvers, bypass valve down below at the dome end, 3 grooves there for threads, and this is the Purocell gasket that they're talking about, and it's got a silicone drain back valve, so that sticks out pretty good. Okay, and the Fram Ultra filter, let's see, also rated 20,000 miles. They also say perfect seal gasket, which probably is ethylene acrylic. And we look over here, we'll see dual layered synthetic media, 99% dirt trapping efficiency, and that's at particles greater than 20 microns. Silicone drain back valve. And right here, yeah, they got this. See, 12 particles greater than 20 microns. Okay, that's about all the important information on this box. So let's open up this box, see what it looks like. Okay, and this is all printed on, where the other one was a sticker. And let's see, right here it says Made in USA. Date code A22702. Okay, and this filter has 3, 6, 8 inlet holes. Metal core with holes. Bypass valve at the dome end. 3 grooves there for threads. And their perfect seal gasket that they're talking about. It sticks out pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, they both stick out about the same. Same size filters. A little different on the base plates. Alright, let's weigh these filters. See what they weigh. Okay, so the Purolator, 245.8 grams. Fram Ultra, 250.7 grams, pretty close. I'd say this Purolator here is copying this Fram Ultra. We'll see when we cut them open, but they're, at least for the media, filter media itself. Alright, let's cut these two filters open, see what they look like inside. Be right back. Okay, so here they are cut open. Here are the gaskets. And I'll put the thickness of these gaskets up on the screen. Purolator is a little bit thicker. Beefier looking gasket. Okay, and both got silicone drain back valves. Both cover the holes, the inlet holes nicely. Same amount of grooves there for threads. Alright, so yeah, that looks nice. Now both Both good base plates, except for this frame. It looks like it got rusted. Rusted, or yeah, see that you can feel it's like rusted inside here. So I don't know where this was stored, but I'm sure they didn't make it this way. It must have been where it was stored. It got wet or something. You can see that's rust in there. Okay, and filter elements. Check out the Purolator. Metal end caps, bypass valve right here. And this has a setting of 12 to 15 psi. Got a metal crimp seam. And this Purolator has 54 pleats. Nicely spaced. A little bit of a gap there, but not bad. It's usually the case on the seams. And they both have the same, pretty much the same micron ratings, 99% at 20 microns. And they're both synthetic blend with a dual layered media. So we'll check that out after I cut this open. But yeah, this one looks nice. Fram. Okay, the frame, metal end caps. So you can see some like rust on here also. A little bit there. And they're both clean, really no excess glue. Got a metal crimp seam. It's just a little dirt. I got that on there, I'm pretty sure. And the frame has 48 pleats, so it has 6 less pleats. Like I said, same micron rating, 99% plus 20 microns. You know, particles greater than 20 microns. And look like they got deeper pleats. So it might equal out, even though it's got less pleats. And it's a dual layer synthetic blend media. Okay. Now, you got the stamp leaf spring on the Purolator, because it's got the bypass valve right here. And the frame's got the bypass valve right here, which has a setting of 19 to 15 psi. Okay. And the cans. I'll put the measurements of these cans up on the screen, so you get the thickness, width, number of flutes. Okay, they both look like nice cans. Now let's get the measurements of the filter media. So we got let's call that 2.51 minus 1/10 of an inch for the thickness of the end caps, and 2.37 inches wide minus 1/10 of an inch. It's going to be interesting to see these under a microscope. Okay, let me cut these open, stretch them out, see what we got for filter media, and see how many square inches we have, and see what they look like under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, here are both filters all stretched out. And the Purolator filter is 44 inches long. The Fram filter is 53 inches long. Okay, and let's get the thickness of this filter media. Purolator filter is 0.96 millimeters thick. Fram filter is 0.85 millimeters thick. Okay, it's the front side, back side. And you can see that this Fram filter's got bigger pleats. See the difference there? And I think they would do a pretty equal job of filtering. If you look at the microscope picture, I think they'd do a pretty equal job of filtering. So let's take a look at that picture. Purolator maybe looks like it'd probably do a better job, but it's not really, because it's just that it's darker. But let's take a look at this Purolator. They say it's a dual layer, which it looks like it is. 2 layers there. And the frame's a little bit different. You can see that this is like a cellulose side, synthetic side. And you can see if I can get this off, but yeah, you can see it's like a thin layer of synthetic. See that? Synthetic fiber over the cellulose fiber. So they're just differently made. It's more like a synthetic blend, put together 2 layers. And you get about 14 square inches or more filter media with the Fram filter. Now let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So we already went over this stuff, the base plates, gaskets, and drain back valves, bypass valves. Difference here in the cores. You can tell that this Purolator has got a wider core, that's why there's smaller pleats. You know, you got holes versus louvers, which they could put actually a few more holes here on this Fram. But let's take a look at these louvers. Light there. Oh yeah, you can see those are all opened up. Light's coming through there nicely. So that's fine there. And the cans, they're pretty identical in thickness. You just got the sure grip here on the Fram. So I would go with either one of these filters. They both cost almost the same, and they look like they do a pretty equal job of filtering. What do you guys think about these 2 filters? And again, I want to thank Jonathan for sending me these 2 oil filters. And I also want to mention that Jonathan is an AMSOIL dealer. So if you're looking for any AMSOIL products, you might want to check them out. I'll put a link to his website down below. And with that being said, I think I'll wrap this video up. Don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and take care. The Purolator filter media weighs 14.4 grams. The Fram filter media weighs 13.1 gram.